We're live!
Good evening and welcome to both. Tonight's game, the 5th round of the Spyder Cup. My word, what a story we have seen heading to this, the final round. The winner takes all. The winner will receive this beautiful trophy, the Spyder Cup. There it is. It will be presented by Prince Andrew after the game. And let's not wait any longer. Let's get those teams out. Team Harris, we have Rebecca Davies,
Way!
Cal Halbert,
Way!
Lee Kyle,
Way!
Richard Brown,
Way!
Liam Elcote,
Way!
David Callahan,
Way!
Hal Branson,
Way!
Alfie Joey,
Way!
and of course the team captain, Neil Harris.
Way!
And we go to Team Edwards now. We've got Louise Young,
Way!
Jonathan Timberlake,
Way!
Andrew Singleton,
Way!
Maria Fury,
Way!
Kevin Hutchinson,
Way!
Adam Herdman,
Way!
Barry Logan,
Way!
Ben Anderton, and
Way!
of course their team captain, the gentleman of golf, Stuart Edwards.
Way!
So let's not wait anymore. Let's get that Jane dropped. Excitement. I hope you're all ready. The drop of the Jane. There it is. Harris, first person, the closest person to the Jane, will start off this 5th round. Oh, a little bop on the Jane.
Bop on the Jane.
Leaving the Jane line well open for Edwards to possibly just sneak up to the Jane like a gentleman. Oh, no, he doesn't. He goes too far, so that means Neil Harris has control of the Jane. And this is the first game of the first set in the 5th round of the Spyder Cup. And this is total golf. Hello, if you've joined us for the first time, if you're a repeat offender, hello.
Harris looking to kick this match off.
And that's the kick-off, the tee-off of the Jane. This first match, tense at Melbourne Court Arena.
Oh, that's a lovely opening shot there. Although the line of the Jane is open and is sitting along the Edwards line.
Edwards with his first shot now, taking his time. Thrown away a 2-match lead. And he blocks the Jane and pushes it right to the edge and cuts the line down. Any boppage could cause that Jane to fall out of bounds.
I think any fears of Edwards not being able to recover from the last match have been... They're not there anymore. What's that word?
I don't know. Hello, Alex Hall. Hello, Monica Wren. Hello, Lee Kyle. Hello, Sam Roberts. Hello, Benjamin Frank. Hello, Adam Herdman. And hello, David Callahan. David Callahan, of course, he produced that lovely graphic for the beginning titles, along with Sammy Dobson, who made some fantastic music for the theme. We thank you all. Both. That's lovely, and that couldn't cut the line of the Jane down any further. Fantastic.
Harris here with a tricky shot to try and take this opening game.
Oh, lovely shot. Edwards is going to have to play his 3rd ball, as he's not 100% sure if he is closest to the beige, because he can't go on the beige. Let's have a look. Okay, final ball hit.
Yours.
And that is an Edwards point to start off this 5th round of the Spyder Cup. My word. My woman word. And that means Edwards has
Control of the Jane.
control of the Jane. just update the scores there. The Spider Cup brought to you by the Comedy Results with Gavin Webster, which is on tonight at 10 o'clock on mixlr.com/Gavin Webster. A live phone in. And of course on Facebook Live. Second game of the first set, Edwards to tee off the Jane.
Longer than normal Jane from Edwards there. Clearly his confidence is up from the last game.
No, alright, yeah. Not, yeah. Okay.
I'm trying my best, mate.
You're doing great, mate. Oh, a little dink too.
It's just rolled off the line as well.
And the line of the Jane still open on that right hand side of the, in between the shoes. Hello, Jonathan Timberlake. Welcome back. Nice.
Tentative opening to this game here.
Of course, this being the final of the Spider Cup. All the ball fanatics out there thinking, what's next? Twos.
And no, Lee Carl, the shoes haven't been replaced with bottles, they're still shoes.
Still shoes. Oh, that is a terrific shot from Harris.
Although has nudged the Jane a bit more open on the left hand side.
And Edwards going to the left hand side of in between the shoes. Tonight's shoes are sponsored by Chunks. Oh, and he goes out of bounds.
I'm not going to take
And
it.
Harris is not going to take his third shot, which brings it to one game apiece in this first set. There's no room for error. That nice shot of Edward's bum there. Not my bum, because I'm in the kitchen box. Commentary kitchen. Harris now has control of the Jane in this third game of the first set. Quiet, please. The Jane settles there quite centrally.
Although far away from the Edwards line, I believe that's what Harris was going for. Ooh,
A little roll away there.
good length.
Sent help.
Kudos, it's really hard. It's the hardest I've tried to commentate.
It's really good, man. It's very good. Harris, how are we doing with online comments?
Edwards. Not much since you last looked.
Oh.
A little nibble at the Jane, but rolls through.
Hello, Chunks, are proud sponsors of the shoes tonight.
Slightly closer there from Harris. Although it's still an open line to that Jane. Edwards could either bop or just roll up to it.
Please rate your voices really high.
Is it high?
Hello, my name is Neil Harris.
It's me doing my best TV voice.
Good. Oh,
Oh, and that's a lovely bop from Edwards. We all know he has that in his locker.
That's why they call him the gentleman of golf.
Fuck you. I mean, saying fuck you because you call yourself gentleman of both, the guy that says why I'm not the gentleman of both.
Beige rage there from Harris.
Oh man, assuming Edwards isn't going to take it.
No, Edwards isn't going to take it, so that brings it to 2-1 in the first set. And Harris, I'm very happy with that.
Fraction off on that last shot.
Yeah.
But
Edwards
that's
now.
what this game is about. Fractions. Well, it's mainly about both.
He's arguing with himself, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, Edwards now has control of the Jane. Of course, if he wins this match, he's won the first set. But let's see what he can do with this tee off of the Jane in the fourth game. Oh,
Oh, starting the base from Lee Kyle. He's not happy about
the what?
Lee Kyle's. Why am I speaking like this?
I don't know.
Lee wants the beige ironed.
We've been
through this.
We've been through this. We cannot iron the beige. It'll stick to things. It'll burn it. Get a beige and you'll see. It's basic beige upkeep 101. Oh, a nice first shot from Edwards there. Did everyone see him scratch his groin? I don't know. He's checking the camera. I don't think so.
Because I didn't reference it.
Socks today worn by the players, of course. Hello, Richard Brown. Odd socks, odd Harry Potter socks from Harris.
Last minute change.
Yeah, he swapped one of his socks before the game. Here it is, discarded between the shoes. Edwards in his orange socks with little cool ducklings. And he's taking his second shot. No one cares about your socks, guys.
Oh, that's a lovely shot from Edwards.
Again, rolling away from the Jane to the left-hand side. The line of the Jane still open for Harris to produce some magic. And that is beautiful. Bopping the Jane on the edge of the outer boot. Harrison now
using the outbound hill to just keep that Jane in.
Edwards now. Tough shot from Edwards. What's he going to try? Looks like he's going to the right of the shoes, which is keeping the Jane line open. Yeah!
Oh, you hate to see that. It was such a lovely shot. Harris is going to take his final shot.
That is fantastic. We could see what Edwards was trying to do, trying to bop the red of Harris out of bounds to keep him closest to the Jane, but it just didn't have enough power behind it. And that brings it to 2-2, the final game in this first set. Wow. What a final. What a final we're having.
You can see how much it means to both players.
Julie Grady Thomas. International. Jane just settles nicely in the middle there. Quite central.
Yeah, very central, Jane.
Oh. Absolutely great shot from Harris. But just rolling off to the right-hand side of the Jane there. Leaving the line of the Jane still open for Edwards on his first shot.
Oh, and that's a lovely shot from Edwards.
The line of the Jane still open as both players at either side. Harris with his second shot now of this final game of the first set. Oh, that is lovely. Giving the Jane some Mickey Mouse ears. Edwards can't get as close to the Jane as Harris is, as it looks like it's touching the Jane. A bop, maybe? Let's see.
Oh, you can see what Edwards is trying to do. But at that range, at that speed, a bop is always going to be tricky.
That's right, Jeff. John and Jeff here, live commentators. Oh, I thought that was going to bop the Jane there slightly. Edwards going to have to take this third shot. Winner of this, of course, will take the first set. This really is a complicated shot. What is Edwards going to try here?
Oh,
yes!
That's a lovely shot from Edwards. You can see how much it means to him, pumping his fist.
And Edwards takes the first set with a lovely shot there. Bit of beige rage from Harris.
No?
No, he's keeping it together, nice and together. Edwards, of course, has control of the Jane going into this second set. Thank you for joining us. If you've just joined us, if you've joined us for the first time, thank you very much. There's Kevin Hutchinson, the star of Kev on Bolf, of course. Oh. Bit of refreshment from Edwards to start off this second set. How many peeps we got on there, buddy?
27.
27 of you guys. Thank you for tuning in. Second set, first game.
Similar length Jane.
Just settling there, just a little bit off the centre, but not a bad tee off. Oh, too hard.
Bold first shot there from Edwards.
You could see it in his face that he knew as soon as he hit the ball, he'd hit it too bloody hard.
Tentative opening shot there from Harris. Not really grasping the opportunity that had been given to him.
Okay, Edwards now with his second shot. Jane still wide open. Oh, and rolls away from the Jane. Not bad shot, but the beige there just cruelly taking it away from the Jane. Harris now, the second shot. That looks lovely. It is. He bops the Jane in between both his balls.
Edwards there with his last shot to try and take this opening game. Oh, and that is a lovely shot from Edwards. Even considering the big jump he got off the lip.
Yeah, that was a little bit of a jump off the big lip. Harris now, what's he going to do with his final shot?
Oh.
Edwards takes the first game of the second set. We're already having a fantastic game of golf in this final round of the Spyder Cup. Thank you for joining us. Brought to you by Gav Webster's Comedy Results, live tonight at 10 o'clock on mixlr.com/Gavin Webster and on Facebook Live. And of course, Bolf TV sponsors How's That TV, back with us on Monday to Friday, 8 PM on YouTube.
Slightly shorter.
Slightly.
Jane Edwards this time.
Okay.
Clearly looking to utilise his bot game with that length.
Could well be, yes. Sorry, I'm really distracted. I'm trying to play really good.
Yeah.
Oh, not a
Oh,
bad
that's
first
a
shot.
lovely opening shot from Edwards there.
Keeping the line of the Jane slightly open for Harris and his first shot of this second game.
I think this says how much that we're taking seriously. I think this is the warmest of putters ever.
I thought from the time you were playing with it in your room.
Oh,
Oh, a nice bop. How's the boppy become the bopper? Lovely, some great bops we've been seeing in this cup.
lots of compliments from the quality of golf on display tonight.
Excellent. This is a serious game.
Oh, and that's a lovely
Edwards.
bot from Edwards.
Bopping the Jane out of the way, in the corner we should say.
Just off the screen on the other camera.
On the portrait camera.
And almost obscured by the sponsor.
Yeah. The Jane hanging on to the... Oh, wow, hanging on.
And it is now obscured by the sponsor, I might just move it.
Yeah, move the sponsor to where the Bjork picture is. There.
Put it there, yeah. That way it's always fine there, isn't it?
That's brilliant. Thank you, Neil Harris. Our technician, Neil Harris, there. We'll go to...
No relation to the player.
No relation to the player. Or the man we're about to go to now in the box, Neil Harris. Any online comments?
Boom, bop, and high drama. And good, Edward Spidey living up to his potential.
Oh!
Jammy.
And out of bounds. Ooh.
Now
Harris now.
I really want to bop yours and run out, so that is the winning shot.
Yeah. Harris with the... I wish we could get a photo of that. Oh my word. Oh! And Edwards takes the second game.
Oh man,
in this
I
second
need a
set.
game.
It's all looking Edwards. Oh my word. Excellent golfing so far. Edwards has control of the Jane. If he wins this game, of course, he could take the second set. But as we saw in the first set, Harris does not want...
now. The Harrison Fjord.
Oh, that face was so creepy when you said that. The Harrison Fjord. Okay, Edwards to tee off the Jane. Oh, that's... Ooh, the lip of the Jane's taken it to the right. The lip of the beige, sorry. Not Jane's lips. Right, here we go. Edwards with his first shot in this third game in the second set.
Conservative opening shot, but not an awful shot.
Not an awful shot there. And Wagner, hello. Claire Coleman, good afternoon, good evening, in fact.
Another conservative shot.
Splendid evening for a game of golf. Sun is shining. The trees are swaying. The Charmers are playing shit music. Second shot now from Edwards. Oh, now.
Tempted golf.
Dear me. Alex Hall, we've already said you, so shush. Hello, Patrick Thomas. Oh, shots staying clear of the Jane. Edwards, this shot, hopefully, for Edwards, Team Edwards, to take this the second set.
I'm not going to take it.
Yeah, that's definitely a Harris. Ooh, it's 2-1 in this second set, and Neil Harris now crucially has
control of the Jane.
Control of that Jane. The Jane, of course, brought to you by Matt Reeder's Hanson, official Jane sponsor tonight. It's a tee off. Oh, and it's settled quite nice. A little further along the beige to the left. For you watching in black and white. The sort of off-white. Yeah, I guess beige.
Watching in black and white, probably some shade of grey.
Yeah, yeah, greyish. Should film one in black and white.
Maybe.
Yeah, we'll put some like ding 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 music like back in the beginning of golf in the 1920s. Edwards now.
Cut to those cards, it just isn't like, great ball.
What a bop. The gentleman with the bop.
Control of the Jane.
Control of Miss Jane.
tentative game here from the players.
Edwards stepping up for his second shot in this fourth game, the second set. Orange socks with cool little duckies on them.
Oh, and that's a lovely shot from Edwards. Harris now with his final shot has to beat that to remain in this set.
A big jump on the lip as well. And now Harris popping his ball between the shoes. Hello, Cole Denham.
Oh,
And Edwards is not going to take his third shot, which means he takes the set and is now 2-0 up. Oh my word.
dear.
This is looking like the first round so far. Edwards
No, I'm playing better than the first round.
Yeah. Edwards 1 set away from that glorious victory.
That smells back.
Don't try and put me off, young lad. Okay, teeing off the Jane in this third set, the first game. Watch her. Ooh. Quite central, but to the left of the beige. And now Edwards with his first shot in the first game of this third set.
Oh, and that's a lovely shot considering the side where we are.
It's not a bad shot at all, but the line of the James obviously still open for Harris to get his first ball in there. Oh, just a little bit too hard. But you never know when that ball might come back into play. There could be boppage, there could be anything. It's just such an amazing game. Is that you playing that hip hop? Okay. Let's hope that the camera can't pick it up, otherwise we'll get copyright bollocks.
Oh, is it?
There we go.
Oh, he drops his ball, but just not hard enough and improves Edward's shot.
Had to go and close the window there, just in case we break any copyright laws, because someone's playing some rubbish hip hop. Okay. Edwards now with his final ball. What's he gonna do? What's he gonna do? What's he gonna do? He does that, and that's nice. So Neil, after a bop, it would look, to try and bop the J nearer to the far red.
Yeah, I think I'm trying to bring that ball back into play.
That's what I just said.
Yeah, I agreed.
I thought he went, nah. Testing times. Oh, and Edwards takes that game.
Oh man, I need to pick up some games.
First game of the first set. First set goes to Edwards. And Edwards now has control of the Jane. Oh, 2 games away from potentially winning the Spyder Cup. Oh. Sweating profusely. Hello, Jack Johnson there. Joining us this evening. Watching a bit of golf. Saturday night's alright for golfing. Okay, Edwards now to tee off the Jane. He's gone quite central there. A bit further down the beige, but still quite central. Jane is just settled there. Okay, Edwards' first shot in the second game of the third set. Quiet, please.
Oh, a nice opening shot from Edwards there. It's the second time we've seen that tonight.
He's a big hitter. He's a damn big hitter. Not a bad shot.
Bad shot. Could be better considering the open beige that he has.
Edwards now with his second shot. and it's a lovely
Oh.
shot, bopping the Jane, but going behind it. Also moving the Jane a little to the left, cutting down the line on the left. That's a lovely bob by Harris, and moves his ball closer to the Jane. Knocks Edwards a little bit further back. Edwards must be thinking he's got to go for a bop here. Oh, he just misses, and Harris isn't going to take his third shot, which brings it to 1-1 in this third set.
It's a crucial game there for Harris. Because not only is he back in this set, he also now has
Control of the Jane.
There we go. Probably should hold the finger up visibly on camera.
Well, like a well-worked oil machine
Yeah,
of commentary, man. Okay. Enough of that nonsense. Oh, nice first shot there from Harris. His third game of the third set.
Ooh.
Taking it quite far away from the Jane there. Maybe a bop might bring it back into play, but it's not sure. Okay. Oh, a nice shot. A little jump on the lip.
No, closing the line down to the Jane significantly there.
Nice shot from Harris, getting in front of Edwards' ball. Edwards now with his second shot. Oh, and that's, oh, it's just rolled away, but it looked like a lovely shot. Keeping Harris in control of the Jane. Third and final shot for Harris here. Not bad, cutting the line of the Jane down. Harris really needs this set, so, do you know what I mean? Edwards.
Tell Harris is upping his game because he's saying significantly less.
Yeah, I think that's why there's a lot of silence. Edwards with his final shot. Oh! Now, I think that's a line paper decision.
Yeah. I think it's just me, but I want it measured.
Yeah, let's get the what's it called? The lined paper. The lined paper today sponsored by the Two Night Show by Carl Halbert. It's Tuesday and Thursday at 6 PM on Facebook Live. Yeah, see, it's just you.
Fraction.
And that's what this game's about, apparently, according to Neil,
Fraction.
the nerd. So that's 2-1 in this third set. Is this the beginning of Harris's comeback? Or is he just stalling? Oh, God, I'm sweating.
Never before has a wig hat been so inappropriate.
Why do you put it on?
I don't know. My lucky hat.
It's not even the same hat, was it?
No, I wore this yesterday. Not yesterday.
You wore this yesterday, not yesterday. Good boy. So here we go with the fourth game of the third set.
Tentative opening shot there.
Today's word is tentative.
Yeah, absolute modes.
Okay, Edwards with his first shot now.
Oh, that's a lovely opening shot from Edwards. Although the line to the Jane is still open.
Still gaping.
Steady.
I just said the word gaping, it doesn't mean rude stuff.
Oh dear.
A bop on the Jane takes that.
My full roll just so went to hit it and it distracted me.
Oh, Gary McAllister. Was that who it was? Scotland? Penalty?
Maybe, I've got no
Lee
idea.
Kyle. Was it Gary McAllister in the Euros where the ball moved? In the penalty? England versus Scotland, was it? Not bad play. And now this is Harris's final shot in this game.
He's a big one if he wants to try and take the set now.
And Edwards is not going to take his third shot, which means it's 2-all. Oh my word. The Lee Kyle stand is going absolutely bananas as Edwards is one game away from being crowned the Spyder Cup champion. And thank you again for joining us. Just going to have a little refreshment. Oh. Okay, yes it was. Gary McAllister. Excellent stuff. What a bloody Euros that was, eh? Grey strip and all. Okay, so now we're on to the fifth and final game of this third set. Edwards setting up the Jane to tee off. Quiet, please. Oh, and it's a little dink. It's a little dink, just a little bit longer than a chode.
I hate you.
Edwards is now playing his tactics. And that's a great first shot from Edwards. And the Lee Kyle section are cheering on this game. These two absolute athletes at the peak of conditioning. Oh, and Harris bops it away.
Oh God.
The tension in the Melbourne Court Arena is unbelievable. Oh, not hard enough from Edwards. Harris now with his second shot. God.
I know.
Oh my word. Rhea Fury, hello. And a great shot. Oh. And now this is Edwards. Edwards now.
Imagine if it comes down to a controversial line decision.
Yeah. Edwards now with his final shot that could win him the Spyder Cup. My word.
Oh my days. I've got to take it.
And Edwards is in the kitchen looking absolutely terrified. Harris now. And Harris brings it back to 2-1, and we go into a fourth set. This is an absolute thriller. So Edwards now having to wait again. Oh, and that means Harris has control of the Jane. We go into a fourth set. Holy moly, guacamole.
Holy moly guacamole indeed.
Indeed. Wow. What a game we're seeing. Jesus. Harris now tees up the Jane in the first game of the fourth set. Oh my God. Not a bad shot.
Don't mind that.
Tentative. Ah, thought I had it.
Oh, and that's a lovely opening shot from Edwards.
Keeping the line of the Jane open.
Jane.
Steady now. Steady now. Edwards now. Second shot. Oh. Rolls away from the Jane. The Jane line's still open for Harris to get his ball in.
Steady.
It's just a ball. Oh my word. Oh, and Harris bops the Jane away from Edwards' ball. And Edwards now has his last ball. Oh. Oh no. Harris takes the first game of the fourth set. My word. Ball.
Ball. Oh God.
Sweating.
So much.
Oh my word. I hope you're enjoying it at home. Let's just give a few shout outs. Herdman, Ollie Knox, hello Ollie. Matthew Reed's joined us, sponsor of course of the Jane. Matthew Reed is handsome.
Ooh.
Tee off for the second game of the fourth set. Harris controlled the Jane, so he'll go first of course.
Ooh.
Not
Bit of
bad.
a funky jump and
Funky jump. Funky jump from Harris there. Okay, Edwards with his first shot. Oh, not bad.
it's a lovely shot from Edwards.
Drifted to the right there. And a nice bop away.
Still Edwards in control.
Edwards now with his second shot. About to tee off. And he bops it closer.
Oh, he's had a
Oh.
nightmare of a shot
The
there.
pressure getting to Edwards. Hello, Louise Young. Oh, God. Oh, and now Edwards with his final ball. In his
What
second
can he
game.
do? I think he's got to hit that Jane full ball.
Ah,
Oh,
wasted, and that puts Harris 2-0 up in this fourth set. What a game!
what a game.
Oh my God! Edwards still one set away, but Harris nipping at his heels, and Harris having control of the Jane for this third game in the fourth set. John Rutler's joined us. Hello. Harry Clark. A long one,
Jane.
and looks like he's playing Edwards as his own game there by doing a nice long one. Excuse me, what?
Not a bad opening shot from Harris, although the Jane is still open. That's all I say about the opening shot.
Yeah.
And it's better rhetoric.
Yeah, I just swig of both juice just went down the wrong way. I'm alright though. Let's go down to the beige. That's a lovely opening shot from Edwards. Trying to keep Harris at bay, because Harris could win this set and take it to the final, fifth and final set.
Oh,
Out of bounds. Lovely little sound when it hit the bottle there. Sounded like when a golf ball goes into a what's the hole called?
hole,
Just call it a hole.
cup, sometimes.
Golf hole.
Oh, could be a useful shot for Edwards that. Harris now with his last shot of his opening. No, yep. No.
Can't believe we've kept over 30 people
No.
watching for this long. Thank you very much for joining us. Oh.
Ooh. It's up to you.
As you can see along the bottom there, watch the Stand Comedy Club tonight at 8:30 on YouTube. Sure to be a bloody laugh.
You might be finishing time. Oh, he didn't need that shot, I don't think,
lovely.
but he's
Yeah, why did I take it?
Yeah.
Oh, I wasn't paying attention because I was too scared about the game. So that's 2-1. My word. Bolt is living up to its reputation as the greatest live sport that's going on at the moment in this flat. Edwards now has control of the chain. Oh my word. And of course, remember, you could buy your own Bolt t-shirt or mug. It's just going across the bottom now. And of course, all proceeds go to the West End Food Bank in Newcastle. I'd like to say thank you very much for everyone who's bought a t-shirt or a mug. A lot more than we thought.
Loads more.
That's a good opening shot from Edwards.
We've seen a lot of good opening shots from Edwards tonight.
Of course, just a quick little reminder, fantastic design by Graham Chapman. Not that one. Oh. So get yourself along, get yourself a Bolt t-shirt. Not only is it a Bolt t-shirt, but it's also a Lockdown 2020 t-shirt. You can show your grandkids and such. I tried to bop the chain. I tried to bop the chain. Zazabi.
What a touching tribute to Little Rich.
No, that wasn't Little Richard, you arse. It was Louis Armstrong. You have
Oh, I don't
don't know why I'm doing that. I wasn't doing it, in fact. Louis Armstrong was. Louis Armstrong was trying to kill me. Okay. Anybody get that movie reference? Oh, you
I'm not going to take it.
bloody bugger! And that means that Harris wins that set, and we go into a fifth and final set. Both players now only 3 games, possibly 3 games away from lifting the cup. Has Edwards used up all of his energy? Is the #1 seed going to be going to win with an amazing story of coming 2-0 down? We will go to the beige as Harris is about to tee off the J. It's a nice central one.
Ooh, timid shot there.
In front of the J. Edwards opening another can of Bolt juice. Of course, if there are any any breweries out there wanting to make a Bolt juice, the breeze still not got back to me, but it is a bank holiday. And that's,
That's a lovely pop from Edwards already.
taking it further away down the beige, but going off to the left after that pop. Oh my God, I'm sweating my tits off. All the cycling that Harris does must really help with his conditioning and stamina as he's coming back yet again from a 2-0 deficit. Cruel.
That's unfortunate there from Edwards. Apologies if you caught that on
Yes, apologies for saying bollocks. At least I didn't say cunt. Right. Now, Edwards really needs to start picking up his game. The team Edwards must be furious. Furious. He's deciding which side of the, in between the shoes he's going to go, and he's going to go to the left. Which means, of course, he's going to be doing that weird stance that they have to do. Because it's a seat.
Oh, that's a lovely shot!
A lovely bop, which brings Edwards one game in this fifth and final set. It's 1-0 to Edwards, and has, crucially,
Control of the chain.
control of the chain. Maybe the new Bolt juice is helping.
I might pour some more.
Yeah, get yourself another rosé there, Neil. In a cup. Because we're classy girls. Edwards to tee off in the second game of the fifth set. He's going quite middle. A little to the left. My moustache is so sweaty. I can taste it. Oh god. And that's a good first shot. Just rolls away to the left. Okay, sorry we've not been doing any shout-outs, but this is absolutely crucial game. Jonathan Timberlake, hello. Anya Atkinson, hello. Graham Chapman there, of course, designer of the Bolt merchandise, which is available. If you look at the bottom there, and t-shirts until Tuesday, I believe, selling like hotcakes. Mugs available for another week and a bit. All money goes to the West End Food Bank in Newcastle. And that's a nice shot with leaving the Jane open. Hello, Catherine Tanny. Oh, and a lovely bop, bopping Edwards' ball away from the Jane. Line of the Jane still open. It's not too far from the Edwards line. Let's see what he can do. Oh, and that's, well, we don't know if that's a good shot or bad, as we've got Harris's last shot of this game. And that is a fantastic shot for Harris to take the second game in this fifth set.
Oh my days.
This is insane. Again, another game of golf you just can't write. And obviously we can't because we're not that good at putting.
No, yeah.
Allegations of match fixing from Matthew Reed and Sam Roberts, I noticed. Disgusting. Bringing the game of golf down to that level, absolutely sickening. Tonight's Jane, sponsored by Matthew Reed. Oh, and that's out of bounds in his first ball, which technically means he's only got 2 balls. Right, here we go, he says. And that's a nice start from Edwards. Oh no. I need a wee. I've got to go to the toilet. Tell me if he cheats, everyone.
Imagine if I did, fucking hell.
Oh, imagine. And that's a great shot from Harris, I think.
No, it's not. I'm out of bounds again.
Oh, out of bounds again.
Ah.
My word. Beautiful scenes today at the golf. Melbourne Court Arena. Get those hands washed. Lovely. 20 seconds right on.
I should be filling the silence right
Yeah,
here.
but you know, there's a game of bloody ball going on. Okay, here we go. Edward's back now from the lavatory. the lava labour. Right, okay. Well, that was terrible. lava, Liberal Democrat. Right. Still got moist hands. Now, with only one ball left and no balls on the beige, Harris steps up. Oh, and that almost went out of bounds. It would have been the first time that's ever happened. And Edwards isn't going to take his shot, which puts him 2 games up. Oh. And this game...
2 games to 1 up.
Well, I've got 2.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm not Alan bloody... Who's Alan?
Hanson.
Alan Hansen. Or Alan Hansen. Beautiful eyes. Okay, here we go. Edwards can win with this, or Harris wins and it goes to a 5th and final game in the 5th and final set. This is tension. Quite middle, tee off of the Jane. Don't know why he didn't go short. Not too good.
Cage opening shot there from Edwards.
Oh my god. Hello, Kia Kyle. Hello, Craig, if you're watching. We missed your shout out last time. Big hello to Craig. Big ball fan. Okay. Edwards either side of the Jane. Line cut down, but keeping it central. You'll get there. Oh, and that looks like it puts Harris in the lead there and cuts down the line of the Jane even more. Edwards, this could be his final shot. It could be the final shot of the entire game. Let's see.
No.
Yeah, it could.
I'll put one with ball.
Well, if you want to be like that, you can prove anything with facts. Oh my god, it's down to Harris. Harris has only himself to blame if he...
Alright,
no, sorry man, I'm just nervous. Oh my word, here we go. Harris now. And that's a beautiful shot from Harris, bringing it to 2 games each. Oh my word, the winner of the next game will be crowned the Spyder Cup champion. Oh my god.
Was it how many days it's like been a week of playing.
Oh my god.
And it's now come down to this.
It's come down to the last game of the 5th set. The 5th game of the 5th set of the 5th round. My word, and Harris has control of the Jane. The lead car stands going crazy. I've got to lose my voice. This is amazing. Tee off quiet, please. And Harris goes central. Thought he'd go long.
No, he's been playing the long ones well.
Oh, everyone's... Oh, that's a lovely first shot.
Oh
my god. This is tense. This is both. Edwards with his first shot of the last game. Oh, lovely bop on bop there. Taking the Jane away. Oh my god. I honestly don't think you realise how much. Oh, out of bounds. Yeah, how like. Oh, the stress in this flat right now. I mean, the Melbourne Court Arena. Oh my god. I've never seen him drink so fast. Edwards with his second shot. And that's a nice shot. Oh, it rolls away, but still quite nice.
Harris here with his last shot
Oh my
of the
god.
match. Potentially could be the last shot of the match.
Yes, it could, potentially. Thank you. And Edwards is not going to take his last shot because he is closest and he is now the Spyder Cup champion. Oh my word! What a week of both! That's fantastic stuff. The first piece of silverware for the youngster Edwards. And now to be presented, I think we need to be on the floor. Presented with the Spyder Cup. Thanks, man. What a game.
Look down the camera.
And he holds aloft the Spyder Cup. And we just want to say thank you to all the team members. On Team Harris, you had Rebecca Davies,
Way.
Cal Halbert,
Way.
Lee Kyle,
Way.
Richard Brown,
Way.
Liam Elcoat,
Way.
David Callahan,
Way.
Hal Branson,
Way.
and Alfie Joey. And for the victors, Team Edwards,
Way.
Louise Young,
Way.
Jonathan Timberlake,
Way.
Andrew Singleton,
Way.
Maria Fury,
Way.
Kevin Hutchinson,
Way.
Adam Herdman,
Way.
Barry Logan,
Way.
and Ben Anderton. Thank you very much. What a fucking thing we've seen this week. And of course, stay glued to Both TV. Monday and Thursday, 9 o'clock. Saturday at 7. Sunday at 7 when advertised. And of course, you've got our sponsors, How's That TV, at 8 o'clock, Monday to Friday on YouTube. And tonight you have the Spyder Cup sponsors. The common results with Gavin Webster live from 10 o'clock tonight. That's tonight. Who is also donating that massive reward of £1 whole pound of real money. And that's on at 10 o'clock on mixlr.com/Gavin Webster or on Facebook Live. Thank you so much for joining us. Are we doing the theme?
Yeah.